Okay, so the installation has finished. Usually after the installation has finished, you will see this report, the number of packages that are added that are looking for funding, and you normally will see something like this: zero, I found zero vulnerabilities. That means you are just good to go. So now inside this server, I will be creating a new file. So let me make a right click on the server and create a new file, and I will give the file a name, index.js. Okay, remember this index.js is going to be my entry point. All right, so back to this package.json. Before I continue, I will do two things. So right after this main js is, remember inside package.json, I will type here, and that type is going to be module. Okay, you will need to have this so that it will allow you to do kind of like the modern way of importing modules. And also inside this script, right after that test, I want to put something like start as a new script, and that is going to call me nodemon index.js. Okay, so it means I will not have to worry about restarting my server every now and then. I make change as I am creating my application. So let me go ahead and save that, okay, in my package.json, which means I'm done with this for now. So let me simply close it and let me go to my index.js. Remember, right now it's just empty, we have nothing inside it. So let me type import express from express. Okay, this will allow me to create and to import the express from the express module. Then after that, I will do const app equals to express. So I have created a variable called app, which is a, an object of express. All right, so after that, then I want to make the app to listen to my server. Okay, and here I can decide which port I want to use on my server. So let's say I want to work with port, let me use 5000 now, I'm sorry, 8000, and let me create a callback function. And this callback function is simply going to return something to me if everything is running. For example, I can do console.log, then here I can say server running on port 8000. You see that? So let me go ahead and save that, and then come inside my terminal and simply do npm start. Press enter. Okay, remember this start that I have written is what I described. You see the nodemon is calling that index.js. Okay, is what I created inside this packet.json. This start is the script that I have called. I say npm start. So now it has been started, and you see it says server running on port 8000. And if I come back inside my browser, column 8000, you press enter, it is going to run. But look at what we have. We have one error, and what is it saying? Cannot get slash. Okay, which means the server is running, but we don't have anything inside the server. Okay, so let me make the server write something to us. Okay, we will write our hello world. Entry point in programming code. So let me come inside here. Before this app.listen, I will do app dot get. So what is it actually getting? It's getting a slash. Okay, and here we will have a callback function which can go with request and response. So I'm using an arrow function right here, and then I will do response dot JSON because I want to format as a JSON data, and here I will simply say hello world. So let me save that. Okay, so there are a couple of things which I want to explain to you here. So take a look at this. I use the method of get. Okay, I do say app.get, then slash here. And if I go back inside my browser, look at what the arrow was telling me, cannot get slash. So it means now it can get the slash. So let me make a right click on it. So you see what we have here? We have hello world. So which means our connection is okay. Okay. So that means when we hit this endpoint, that is what we would want. All right. So just hello world. I will come inside here and make another import. So let me import my SQL from my SQL. Okay, just like that. And right after this declaration of this app, let me also make another one. Let me call this one DB, which will be equals to my SQL dot create connection. Okay, I want to connect with my backend. Okay, so let me go ahead and make an object inside here, and then inside the object we are going to have host, and the host is going to be local host. Okay, and then we will have user. The user is going to be root. Okay, because usually my SQL comes with the root user, but of course you can create some other users. Then we have password, and then the password I am using 1234. Yeah, I'm using 1234 in my own. Okay, then we will have the database, and as for the database is going to be election because that is the name we gave it. However, on my SQL, because I am using also XAMPP on this computer, when I was installing it, I installed it on the port 3307. Okay, you can confirm that if you click. Let me click on home. You can see the local host is listening on 3307. All right, so you need to specify this port, otherwise you will get an error. Okay. So let me come to port. Yeah, specify port and make it 3307. Okay, so that is what you would want. Okay, so now we have the connection and we have the DB which we can use. And let me come inside here and remove this that hello world, and let me simply get the LG, for example. So I will slightly make a little difference with this. So let me make it slash API slash LG. Okay, so that means this specific endpoint, that is what I want. I want, if we call it, we will get the list of our local governments from the server. So I will create a query string which will be select star from LG, as simple as this, because that is what we have there. Okay, then I will do db dot query, and this query is going to take in parameters like this. it will take in the query here, and then it will take in a callback function. So this callback function can either return error or data. Okay, so I want to check if it returns error, then I want to return res.json, then whatever that error is. That is how I would like this to return. Otherwise, I want to return response.json also, and the JSON is going to return the data for us. All right, so let me go ahead and save that, and then I will come to my browser, and here I will do /API/LG, and let me press enter. So it is either I get an error or I get data. And of course I do get data. You can see I have ID number 1, LG code 02, and LG is person. And we have ID number 2, LG code is 05, and LG just north. Okay, so that means /API/LG. All right, so